3 days from now.
¿Eres de Puerto Rico, eres?
Yes, sir. Carolina.
De Carolina. Va, está bien.
I try not to tell a lot of people that because in the wrestling community, you know, Puerto Ricans, we kill Brody. Nobody else wants to hear anything else about us.
My very first match in Puerto Rico was against Invader.
Oh man.
And I was freaked out. I remember when I started wrestling, I said, I'm never going to take a shower in the arena because I was petrified of that. Right? Yeah. I was 16 years old, man. And when I went to Puerto Rico for the first time, I was like, there's no way I'm even going to see this motherfucker. And I had my first match against him. It was crazy. It was crazy. And Ponce.
Jesus.
So, you know.
That's crazy, man. So I was just watching your live before you came on here, and just wanted to kind of give you a moment or two just to kind of throw out there with your Patreon, man. I just joined right as the cast was ending.
Well, yeah, I started this Patreon thing. It's what is it? Patreon.com, then that fucking / Vampiro TV. The reason is I've got so many amazing projects that I've been trying to get on television for the last 15, 16 years, but because of my injuries and my head trauma, I've never been able to focus. But I've been studying the paranormal going on 35 years, easy. I've been studying religions and ancient things and magic, ritual magic, for well over close to 4 decades. So I've got so many interesting perceptions on different themes. My only intention is to put out there the wildest material so that it provokes you to think and look at things differently. Like I went to Egypt, and my friend in Egypt, his family lives in front of the Sphinx. They've lived there for over 500 years.
Damn.
Because, and I said, well, that ain't shit, 500 years. He goes, no, motherfucker. My family owned this for 4,000 years. And I'm like, oh, well, that's different. So the stories that they told me, and I told them, listen, I'm into Aleister Crowley, and I did all these things, and I have the Book of the Law. I have it right here. And, you know, he did this ritual in the pyramid, and you know, I don't believe it's a tomb. And he goes, it's not a tomb. So what's the matter with you? He goes, hey, do you want to go in the tomb tonight? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? And he was like, well, my family, they're desert marauders. Like they're on horseback in the desert at night. They move. And we have a secret entrance to underneath the Sphinx, and you end up in the bottom of the Great Pyramid, and you can go up. I was like, let's fucking go. And so I've had experiences like that. Like I spent time with a vampire cult in Germany. The guy who baptized me into Yoruba and voodoo was an African priest. And I spent a lot of, these are just some examples of really crazy things. And then I spent years and years and years right there in CBGBs and behind in the streets of New York City and in the underbelly of the underworld. So I have all these crazy memories that I was doing to make Vampiro a more authentic wrestling character. But over time, then I got into the initiation of learning how to practice the ascension protocols, the original religions, the original mathematical equations that gave us the frequencies to talk to God, to open the portals. I've been doing that stuff for decades. Then I got really sick over the last 10 or 12 years because of this Alzheimer bullshit. But now that I'm getting better because I've returned to zero, you know, I was very far away from where I began. Now I'm very close. And, you know, with the vegan lifestyle, supporting medicinal marijuana, and following my path and studying these things, I thought, you know, YouTube and Facebook, it's just full of people that are trying to do dumb comedy to get monetization. There's 200 million of you motherfuckers. Go to it. Go ahead. I don't really do this to be popular. I have something to say. I have a mission. I'm here for a reason in this life. Pro wrestling gave me a great platform. But now that I think about it, pro wrestling was part of my journey. It took me all over the world. When I went to Italy, I didn't sit in the hotel. I went and studied Pompeii. I went to the underground Vatican. I talked to an exorcist. I did all these crazy things because I want to learn.
Yeah.
And I don't want to read it in a book. So I went and did it. Now, all these TV stations and YouTube and Facebook, they want to censor the fuck out of me. And I can't get you the information that I studied to get you if I'm censored. So I started the Patreon. That's what happened.